There we go. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm AFK the Wish Familiar, and I have quite a bit of history about this game. So a long time ago, little Wish Familiar me, started out with the Game Boy Advance puzzle game called Puyo Puyo. That's where I started. And then I went into Puyo Fever, and then Puyo Soup, and then I ended up here. So, 50th anniversary is in hindsight not the best installment, considering it got dwarfed by later Puyo installments. But this game in particular was very important for throwing me into the Puyo rabbit hole. Very important. As in, this game was responsible for getting me into the lore, to meeting some very long time friends. Very long time friends that I'm still friends with to this day. And it's also the first game that the game that also threw me into the competitive scene. I'm definitely kind of washed up from the scene altogether, but it's still the game that was responsible for it made me dip my toes into competitive Puyo Puyo. Yes, I do still suck at it, comparatively speaking. But it's the thanks to it having Wi-Fi and learning there was some tutorials on how to make advanced chains and all that good stuff. I wouldn't be where I am without this game. And well, this game is also responsible for a certain sword-wielding dark mage. But enough idling around. Let's get into it. So I already did set up a file, but I didn't tinker around with it just yet. So as some extra background, this is actually a retranslation of a previously existing patch. Something, if any of you out there are familiar with the Puyo Nexus, my first exposure to a Puyo translation was the DS version of Puyo of a 15th anniversary. Down to having Rafina's Fever 1 translation name. So since times have changed a lot, from starting from the official Puyo starting from the official Puyo localizations and new translation teams just getting onto the scene and trying to course correct all the scattered Puyo lore. The new Puyo 50th anniversary translation came a be. A couple days ago. This is a very fresh translation. So Wait, hang on. Before we get into it, I wanna finagle with this. So this game was supposed to introduce the realistic Puyo skin, but I think this is the only game that had this specific Puyo skin that introduced this Puyo skin. I don't think any future games actually had it really use this as a primary Puyo skin. It got succeeded by Aqua in 7. And there's also your classic. There's also your fever skin from 1 and 2. Also, I'm turning this shit up too hard because that's the way I like it, and you guys could probably see some absolute fails from me. From hubris. So let's get to the story. And of course, I will be popping up this thing just so we can compare. The last time I did this was with the Puyo 7 retranslation, which was a confusing feat. But I think I have a better way of handling it this time. Hang on. I think. Since I think only the bottom screen matters, so I'll just do bottom only. Yeah, I'll just keep it to bottom only for this one, since all we're doing is just viewing dialogue, and nothing happens on the top screen except for extending the background. So let's get to the opening. Yeah, it will be a little bit weird, going back and forth, but, my eyes are gonna be darting here and there to, try and, keep up with what's different, because I did see four stories of when I tuned into Neniline's stream. Yeah, it's great, fantastic person though. She's the one that translated this game's dialogue.
皆さんには全8戦のさまざまなぷよ勝負を勝ち抜いてもらいます。すべてのぷよ勝負を勝ち抜いた優勝者には願い事の叶うメダルを授与します。
Whoa, hang on. That's hold on. The DS actually skipped one line of dialogue. Hang on. One screen of has one less screen of dialogue. Hang on. Yeah, I was also told that Amity's personality is also kind of off in this game, cause in later games, it's been established that Amity has a bit of like underlying insecurity because she's not that great in the classroom.
皆さん優勝目指して頑張ってね。
Also, that shooting star
な
scene.
んか降ってきたけど。
That shooting star scene was not in the DS version.
まあいいか。
Whatever. Okay, so there's 6 stars, 6 secret characters. I think you kind of see which one of them is front. Which one you see the one that I really like front and center in the character select roster. Not the one I'm cursored over. No. But let's start with Amity since she's she's our fever protag. Oh yeah. The first thing that should be pretty obvious is that Rafina is spelled. Rafina's name is different. Hi, yup. I'm doing the thing, yup. So the first thing you that should be not obvious right off the bat is, well, Rafina's spelling. The current Puyo Tetris onwards translations translates Rafina with an A, while since the Puyo Nexus translation was around was during that absolute drought of a Puyo translation scene. It's spelled with an E, a la the Fever 1 translation, a la the Fever 1 English localization. Yes, the Fever translation that dared to call Lodella in 3 different ways. Oh my god, hang on. Let me, 1 second. Let me explain what Yop meant real quick. Do I have a text? Is there a... Okay, so, there is a background, but I want an outline. Yeah, that should do. So, Liddell, spelled like this, yeah? So, her name, Liddell's name is spelled like this. Actually, wait, hang on. Is Liddell in this, in Amity's story? Maybe I can explain when she shows up in that, when she shows up. Yeah, I'll... Send... Yeah, well, I know she's in 15th, but I'm just trying to figure out if Amity shows up in, Amity. Liddell shows up in Amity's story, but, I'm loitering around. But anyhow, if you guys may have noticed, Rafina's speaking like how she did in Fever 1 with the oh la tida and quotes the whole, and this'll be a breeze is actually quoting her Fever clear line in the successful chain line in Fever 1 when she clears a chain successfully clears a chain in Fever mode. Not to mention that she also does the a lot of the writing is based off of Fever 1, so that's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Oh, okay, those two lines are pretty similar, yeah. I know who you're talking about, Yop, and yeah. Yeah, to those that aren't aware, keep in mind that one person in this old translation has very much mutated into an absolute scumbag of a person, just to be extremely gentle about it. That's a can of worms I'd rather not explain. What was even that? Hang on, what is even that? Actually, maybe I should put the translation on the left so it looks like I'm looking at the screen. Scoot that over. There we go. So the mouse is over here. Yeah. And then looking to the right as I'm looking at the chat. I'm looking at you at the chat. But yeah, what is even that line that they wrote for Rafina? Rafina with an E. What? Also, I was told that that I also learned that from Nenny's side that that Amity's vocab actually is supposed to sound like outdated slang. Like the whole like the jive turkey thing. Like you tried to sound totally radical and all that, but in all seriousness, it's not that radical. Hang on, is widening that? No, that doesn't work. Hold on, wait. Okay, that dialogue on the left is very, that dialogue on the DS version is very different. It's like Rafina already knew about the rule set. This one implies that she's only just There's no way she would know about the new rule off the bat when she's starting this tournament with Amity. Yeah, I just noticed that. Oh, that also this line also makes me wonder, a board, so you know how the board is laid out. You see the entire thing, including the Star Puyo and excavation. Actually, if we do encounter excavation that Rafina's like talking about, I can show you. I can tell you. Full-on serious business mode. Honestly, full-on serious business mode is actually feels very the very Amity thing to say. All right, game time. Is it? Oh, spinner. Uh-oh. So, up dog? No, no, this is the mode, this is the Puyo mode with perfect rotation! Perfect rotation! And you'll understand why. Also, Rafina banger, Rafina's theme banger. Yeah, every so often the field will turn around, will spin around 180, as it's aptly so aptly named. Perfect rotation. And if you manage to get a chain off of after the spin, you actually get a slightly more stronger chain. Something like that. No, it doesn't. I'm gonna have to go to the sandwich factory for this one. Yeah, there we go. I'm also playing on hard, so these guys are gonna start throwing hands later. Maybe? Question mark? Yeah! Alrighty, that's round 1. Now I just gotta make it through the rest of the tournament. Go! Oh, frog. Yeah, the Don Goody guy was is one of those characters that's been reduced to cameo now nowadays. Don Goody Gaidu has been also because the frog is the frog is playable in 20th, but nowadays it's just in Chronicle he's just a skill battle character, and he stopped being playable since then. Right. Wait, I forgot. Why is Amity still doing this sibling bit? Because I know she did that just because 2-on-1 is fair and square according to the certain Frankenstein. field! Okay, hey guys, who wants to watch me suffer? Behold, the most fucky wucky rule set to be ever conceived. And then somehow I know how to chain around this for some reason. Right, there's no quick drop. Oop, wait, oops. No, wait, I can do this. Like this. Uh-oh. I can do this, I think. I could not do it. Oh boy, underwater! Right. K of the F-fuck kind, what are you doing? Sufferini. Now that I played it though, do you guys want me to do it again? Do it again. Okay. just to commit to the bit. Ow. Oh, thanks for following, Nostalgia Ninja. Long time no see, actually. How you been doing, my guy? Yeah, that... You haven't? That's... Yeah, so... For some reason, I kinda know how to, do this mode, for some reason? Keyword being sorta. Let me cook. I know how to change this! Moments later, yep. I could do that. Place that flat. You can also do that flat, yep. Yeah, I could power chain that. Got it. Man, I have friends that I kind of yap Puyo Puyo about to every so often. If those friends that saw me playing this mode, they're gonna go, "What the fuck am I looking at?" Yeah, it's I believe it has to be done in rows before the garbage actually drops. There we go. Surprisingly, that came out to an A. Neat. Alright, let's see. Oh, Belly! Belly time! Impure thoughts! Take that out of context. So, oh, I didn't notice the completion dialogue. Oops. Hang on, I'm having a bit of a brain fart. Oop. We might have to wait for the Fever Tutor translation to happen, because I don't remember. I might have to look at the Japanese dialogue to see the actual vocab the actual word that Amity refers to donguri though. Also, no context screenshot moment. Yeah, I noticed that in the old translation they don't really convey the speaking the little speaking quirks like the very enunciated "don't play dumb" don't play dumb thing Belly does. And then notice that you know, I always thought that you know, I'm just having some flashbacks of this one guy that was so stuck up the ass for Amity and thought that the Puyo Tetris translation ruined Amity's personality. Oh boy, because of how thick the Puyo Nexus translation laid on Amity's wicked cool vocab and all that stuff. And also, I'd also like to point out, give a moment of silence to Yukie Maeda, the late Yukie Maeda. She passed away, and she passed away at sometime after Puzzle Pop's release. So I just wanted to give a moment to honor her role as Feli, just for a short bit. Yeah, no hi-yas, but screeches, like in how it is originally. Yeah, look at the Puyo Nexus translation, how thick it lays on the Amity radical Amity vocab. Oh, new mode. Let's modes. Oh, ice blocks! Yeah, it was this. Yeah, Yuki Maeda passed this sometime early this year. Yeah. But yeah, she. Yeah. Otsukare. Yeah, I think that's a stylistic choice. Nenny just stuck with that as a stylistic choice. Also, Ice Puyo! Ice Puyo! Goated Chaos Mode! There's a reason why I came back as a secret mode in the 20th. Oh yeah, on top of that, this is also some spells and this is a very different set of spells that you may not be familiar with to the new viewers out there. Cause Amity's wind. I'm trying to do air quotes, but you can't see my hand. The Amity's wind spell is Blast Beat, not the Cyclo Whirl as she gets in 20th later down the line. Yeah. Also, Yop also does this. Sometimes when we run Icebox, we do it with one turn with one turn Ice Puyo Defrost just for absolute just for as much power chain popping madness as possible. Oh yeah, it was Cyclone. Oh yeah, you're right, Yop. It was Cyclone in it was just Cyclone in Puyo 1 2. You're right. I didn't realize that, Yop. You know, if and an A. Oh right, this is our oh, the eggplant. Wait, oops. That's not the right one. There we go. Right, the Amity does the thing of trying to talk about food and stuff in front of a potential food character, like how Arl did with Dante Fishman. By the way, who are you? Oh right, I don't think Nenny actually just. Yeah, I think the whole eggplant verbal tick was deliberately cut out because of it would be pretty redundant, and veggie puns would be very, very difficult. Trying to make the puns wouldn't crop up as easily. You gotta give him time. You gotta sow those puns and make sure there's a let it sow them, let them grow, and then you just gotta wait for the bountiful harvest of punditry. Ow! Yeah! Oh, okay, that's like... yes, also, yeah, the character limits. Also, ow. Duh, I can tell that much. Okay. There's the veggie puns. I guess that right. I forgot about this. Can you believe? I was wondering when it would crop up. There you grow. Yup. So they just gotta weed out. You gotta weed out where they are. Okay, hell no. Oh, okay. Here comes the untranslatable pun moment. So so primp is spelled like this. While pudding is pudding. Let me also align to the left to line them up. And hide that. Yeah, you kind of see the pun, right? It's literally just it's a one letter off joke. That's a pun that yeah, that wordplay would be very difficult to maintain. So I understand Nenny for just letting it roll like this. Yeah, Pringles. But then again, that's the other thing. Are Pringles even Are Pringles even? Is there a place that Pringles aren't in? That's another question. That's another question. Are Pringles is there a place where the Alright, let's see what gimmick mode he's got. Bomb? Wait, yup! Yeah, it's a more of a go through me, and that's more of a go through me, and more of like, and less of a I've got to do something about this. Also, yup, didn't yup, why are there Bomberman bombs leaking into the Puyo game? Puyo bomber, yep. Bomb? Oh yeah, Nasugrave's theme is it's another an underrated theme, by the way. Oh shit. supply chain, I guess. So if the bomb go explodey, that happens. They turn into hard Puyo. They just die and harden. And I think you have to have like a row, a total of 6 garbage Puyo for you for the game to successfully send us up a bomb. And you just gotta defuse them like they were garbage Puyo. Simple enough, right? Right? I could let that one go. Yeah, there we go. Also, if you want to insta pop a hard Puyo, you just gotta hug it at 2 sides like this. You gotta give it you gotta corner that. Pop! There it goes. Also, it's also weird that oh shit. It's interesting to note that that the Nasu Grave is actually the author avatar of I forgot what's his name. Oh shit. It's the but this character in particular never really appeared again after 15. So sometimes I wonder if he just showed just so I forgot well I forgot who the producer's name. Hoso Yamada. He just wanted to give a little nod to a friend, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, not so great as in Quest, but, I'm getting way more A's than I should. I need to step it up. Oh yeah. Oh wait, right, the DS, the pre-Nexus translation assumed that Amity didn't even see Arl in Fever 1. That is but she did. That is a nope in writing, yeah. Yeah, that's the PN translation assumes you never played Fever 1. Yeah, but I'm also specifically specifying Fever 1 because that's when she first met her. Also, Yop, please. Because Amity is should totally know that Arl told her how she got isekai'd to Primp Town. Yeah, and on top of that, I don't. A part of me thinks. Maybe. Also, maybe. Also, I also think that the PN translation was also held back by just having text, not the voices. Because listening to the voice also kind of helps you try to figure out what's being conveyed. Also, why did Amity think Arl was just flew in? Is it did Arl just fall from the sky, not just warped in? I mean, I remember to quote what Nenny commented about the Amity story. Amity is hyped up on Adderall, according to her. But even though Adderall is not supposed to elicit that sort of behavioral change. Yeah, she said the line. Right. Okay, so since I've seen all these modes, closing my eyes and then pressing A. A bomb? Because you can totally skill stop these modes. Oh god, help! I've heard this song a bajillion times, even inside and outside of Puyo. I've heard this in Crossroads, I've heard this in PSO 2. Where else have I heard this? I've heard it in everywhere and everywhere nowhere. Help! I know, but it's also like, I've heard this everywhere. and my friends who've also played Crossworlds ended up putting a long way to Space-Time Journey in his shuffle playlist in Crossworlds. Also, this one has a slightly different sound to it compared to what we hear in 20th onward. As a little side note. Yeah, it's a 20th version that we're never escaping. No. We're never escaping that, and we're never escaping the shit. The vocal version of the vocal version as well. Oop. Bing. Yeah, cause this version of the theme is slightly different. Just slightly. Oop. Also, would you believe me if I told you this Arl's theme actually ended up as in karaoke bars for you to sing? I don't remember the rest of the lyrics. Quote unquote. Oh. S! Yeah, let's go! Failed to Isekai Arl, though. Fish. Right, and here's another case of, the PN translation trying to still copying Fever 1. Because that's literally all we had. What? Would you believe me that by counting how many times I almost said Puyo and it's how you— why? Have you actually counted? What? Oh. Okay. Oh, international. Oh, yeah, that. Yeah, the whole. Yep. Also, Also, I really like how the new translation also kind of like heavy hands the old English posh speak Ocean Prince does.
何故にと言われても大会に出場してるからかな。よう王子と心得て勝負するつもりか。知ってるよ、魚王子だって。
Oh yes, the whole man. Try to translate the. Yeah, I remember. So speaking from experience when trying to translate a couple of things from Japanese to English, a couple of the Puyo novels to be exact. It does get funky when a tiny bit of a tiny block of text means a lot in English, means a lot of things in English, like a whole lot of words in English, and just this one tiny piece of vocab, tiny string of characters in Japanese. So you just kind of get this long sentence bar, this long block of sentence that doesn't line up with the what you hear. This is why translation is hard at times. Sometimes you just gotta figure out how verbose or how verbose it has to be. Such insolence! Well, actually, I looked at the PN translation and I kind of lost the plot right there. That one. Oh, and non-stop fever. Okay. So I'm not sure if any of you have seen non-stop fever, but you give an empty set and endless fever. Have fun. You know, I could have all cleared that like Ocean Prince did, but oh well. Yes, I am. I understand, but the Ocean Prince scuffed it. There, so it evens out. Right, Echirisis. That's a spell I haven't seen beyond this game at beyond 7. Oh, wait, oh, total jump scare, by the way! I'm definitely not getting an S for this. Sig time! Oh, there's Amity.
シグ、優勝までもう一息なんだけど、後で森で見つけた虫のいっぱいいる木教えてあげるから。
Amity trying to cheat her way to victory. Don't.
優勝に協力してくれないかな。
Amity bribery. Why? Amity, please.
虫の木を教えてくれるならいいかも。どうしたらいい？
Oh boy.
お手柔らかにってことかな。
So this is a bit of an idiom that a weird idiom that Amity's trying to put on, trying to say like go just go easy, you know? But Amity's just going about it in a very roundabout way, I guess. I'm emoting with my hands, that the hands you don't see. Maybe I should start converting to maybe I should start migrating to Warudo at one point so you can see my hand gestures. The hand gestures that you guys can't see because there's no hand tracking.
手は硬くない。左手まだちょっと変だけど。
And Sig takes it literally.
アミティ硬いの？見せて。
My hand gestures. Just literally just like maybe I should try, because Warudo supports hand gesture detection, so you can just so you can actually see, so you can actually track your hand motions, so you can see me doing the you'd be able to see me physically wave at the screen. Yes, that.
いや、私の手もぷよぷよしてるよ。
I'm using Dignon. Cause I set it up before Warudo was ever released. So, yeah. I don't know, Yop. I deadass don't know.
そっか、よかった。
You know, I just realized, first off, weird text rendering on the PN translation. Like there's a like a bunch of empty space, empty space over here. Plus, I noticed that the Sig tends to keep his sentences brief. But not a lot of big words. Yeah, at least Warudo works out for you. I hope you're entertained by that. Also, I noticed that in the PN translation, Sig agreed to throw, but that's not so implicit in the retranslation. All right, since I know what's there. Close eyes, press A. Ah, we're playing the classics. Oh, wait, the Puyo drop speed is actually picking up a little bit. What? Oop. I just winged it there. Who cares? 7 chain though. Buy it, get buy a win, Sig! Meet your Biowind! Also, here's the boy! It's the boy! It's the boy! You know, the way I read this is that, since lately Shezel's been depicted to have like magic senses, I feel like that Shezel's like knows what's up with the hat because he could sense magic. Yeah, I think yeah, what year is 15th? Wait. 2000 I'm trying. It's 30. It's 35. 2006. Okay. Why did I match 35? That would be the first Puyo game. Oops. Because Masakazu Morita's what do you mean is 53? What do you mean Masakazu Morita's 53? Hello? Cause his first role was 2000. His first role is somewhere in 2001. And it took until 2004 for him to get his breakout hit as Ichigo Kurosaki. Yeah, 2001 is Morita's debut for like Prince of Tennis and Tidus from Final Fantasy X. Which means yes, you can hear hear his voice in Ducidia Duellum as well. He reprised his role as Tidus. And yeah, his role as Sheza was 2 years later after Ichigo. Then, for Sheza. Oh yeah, I forgot the translation made Shazo talk with like that suit, that very light old English sort of thing to make him sound like he's dignified, I guess. OG is just handsome.
何も知らないってどういうこと？
Ignorant? One who knows nothing can understand nothing. Not I just imagining Shazo reading saying that in English. You have yet to realize the full potential of the Red Puyo Cat. that is a lot of words to say. You don't know the extent of your power. That is a lot of words.
赤ぷよ棒の力？
まあいい。お前が欲しい。
I'm just gonna hang around this screen for a second. I've already seen this scene. I've already seen this line when I watched Nenny's stream. And yes, I did. Oh my God, Shazzle, why? You can tell what games have the translations been built upon, which Shazzle just spouting absolutely hey yo, what vocab like this. Yep. And this is the man that dragged me by the shins and folks, this is the man that dragged me by the shins into the Puyo rabbit hole. This man, this absolute disaster with his vocab, is the one that dragged me by the shins into the Puyo rabbit hole. Yes. Or as the old translation says, "Be my desire." And I took that literally. Deep into the... Oh. I can't even finish that sentence! Okay, time to...
お兄さん変。
And Amity has a stroke. A verbal stroke. Just like me, every time I stutter every time I go Amity turned into me for a second. Amity turned into me for a second. Oh no. Or am I turning to Amity whenever I stumble upon my words? Water? There we go. Let's throw her.
しまった。抜けた。赤ぷよ棒。まあ、同じことだ。
ピンチの予感。でも負けない。
I'm in danger! Yup. Um, you mean maidenless, right? Right?
いざぷよ勝負。
望むところだ。
I meant Shazo. Oh, ooh. Oh no! It's dark! Oh yeah, Shazo 15th anniversary theme banger. Oh god, it's a fever drop set. Ah! By the way, if you actually squint a little bit, you can actually see a little bit of the action. In oh shit, he countered. Ow!
行くぜ。せいや。闇の剣よ。スピンサイド。
Why am I getting my ass handed by Shazo? Is he seriously the one that is he seriously
闇の剣よ。切り裂け。スピンサイド。残念だったな。
Are you kidding me? Of all the characters I lose to, I also lose to Shazo? I mean, yeah, I got pounded by him when I played I got pounded by him a lot whenever I played Puyo Pop on Mina the Puyo on GBA, the English version specifically. But still, this has gone full circle. Okay, what's that other mode you got there, Shazo? Oh, it's just a searchlight. Okay, close eyes, press A. Oh god, we're back in the hole! Ah! Are you kidding me? I might just put it on in secret? Shazo! Hello? Then again, there has been found out of Shazo actually wearing the hat. Close the eyes, press A. Oh god! Hello! Time to rush on the chains. Alright, let's see what happens to the metal.
おめでとう、ファミティさん。優勝のメダルで願い事が一つ叶えられますよ。
And there's that medal.
願い事はもちろん素敵な魔導士になりたい。 メダルは今のアミティさんが十分素敵だと思っているのね。メダルさん、それはないよ。
The first scam of many.
叶うのは未来かもしれないにゃ。
Womp womp moment. But yeah, the first story of many. Also, it's really cool that these guys managed to fit in managed to fit in a namespace for the team. And there's our voice actors. Oh yeah, I think I have to watch the credits for the first time after seeing it for the first time. So now that I finished the Amethyst story, what do you guys want to see next? Which story do you want to see next? Manual production? Man, that's such a dead art. And that's not an A. That's an S? That still counts? Okay! So now we can play with the bombs, spin, searchlight, non-stop fever. Oh, ugh. Ice blocks. Now we can play as the eggplant and the boy!
Puyo Puyo da zo.
We haven't unlocked you yet, so sit down. So yeah, when you're first starting out, if you unlock the six secret characters by encountering them and beat them in someone's story. Well, since I'm not getting any suggestions, it's Shazza time!
お前が欲しい。
あなた、闇の匂いがするわ。
わかるのか。俺が闇の魔導士だということが。
okay, so there's actually a very noticeable difference with this one. If you, well, aside from the obvious dialogue, but Shazo refers to him as the Dark Mage, like it's a title, not so much with a Dark Wizard, which is a suitable translation of Yami no Madoshi, but since I believe since this translation wasn't built upon any Maldo lore, it's not evident that Shado's supposed to be the Dark Mage, since he inherited that title in Mado Monogatari ARS. Which I hope that translation is going swimmingly. I would love to play that game on stream. After I get through 1, 2, 3, maybe I'll do the PC98 version of 1, 2, 3. Since it'll be the natural progression to getting to meeting Baloo for the first time.
闇が光を隠し、水星の光が闇を照らす。
Yeah, this is a lot of words that the Sheso. This is very much a lot of words for what?
さっぱりわけのわからないお父さんだな。
まさかあなた、私の彗星レムレスを隠しに来たの？
知らないな、レムレスなんて。
レムレスを知らないなんて魔導界のモグリね。ますます怪しい。
Well, listen, I just got here. He just got here. Like, how would I? Very much, basically, I just got here. How would I know? Yeah, I just noted that the PN translation makes Shazo very verbose about his intentions.
闇が送り込んだ視覚ね。ダメ、そんなことさせない。私がレムレス先輩を守ってみせるわ。
わけがわからんが、来るなら来い。
Shazo really. The plot is really, yeah, understandable Shazo, but understandable Shazo, honestly, but it's really hard to follow the plot when Felly is the one making the plot right now. Okay, close my eyes and press A. Ooh, ice! Ice! Ice blocks! Pop that, do that. Put a blue right there. Could probably set that up. Oh yeah, fun facts! Sting Shade is actually goes earlier than this game. It actually goes like it's a Waka Puyo dungeon in the spell actually. I sounded like Fever 1. Fever 1. Oh, Liddell. Okay, there we go. Okay. So we've Liddell. So Liddell had it extremely bad. Actually, hang on. Let me go use the bathroom real quick before we go onward. All right. I had a lot of water. Okay, and we're back. So, okay, so since we're here, since we finally got to meet Liddell in a cutscene. So, what Yop was mentioning about Liddell's name was, you may notice that in the PN translation, based off of Fever 1, it's, so, Liddell's name in katakana is Rideru. Like so. You could probably misconstrue it as a rider. As Rideru. It you just drop the U. You just drop the U at the ru to get Rideru. But the Liddell is definitely is way more correct, since Liddell. Yeah, you can kind of hear it, right? Liddell. But since old localizations were old localizations, they couldn't decide between Ryder and Riddell. What were her other absolute translation disasters that she got? Hang on. Yeah, let it be known that her name was. Oh right! In Fever 1, she was also referred to as Rita. So in one single game, she was given 3 different spellings. Yes. And it took us Puyo Tetris 1 many years later for it to be corrected for it to be rendered as Liddell, which makes a many times more sense as a name. Yeah, for years we had to deal with Liddell being spelled in three different ways before we got to Liddell. We had a Ryder, Rider, then Riddell, and then Rita. We dealt this for years. But yeah, let's onward to Shezo making a very brusque observation.
ひどい。傷つきました。
見たままに言われていちいち傷つくな。
I call them as I see them. No offense is intended.
そんなこと言われても。
That doesn't change that doesn't really mean to call me.
鬼のどこが悪い。
What's wrong with being called an imp?
俺はガキの頃鬼っ子と呼
People
ばれ
called me
て
impish all the time when I was a boy, and I took it with pride. Which, fun fact, when I was translating the Shezo and the Flower of Evil, one of the Mado Monogatari novels. It's not Shin Mado, but it's still read as Shin Mado, but it's using the kanji for new, so it's new Mado, specifically. Yeah, in New Mado, I was translating the Shezo volume, and Shezo actually is a bit of a classroom misfit. Not that he's stupid. No, not that he doesn't care about studies. No, Shezo skipped classes because he was way ahead of the curriculum and just felt like he didn't need to attend the classes, which inevitably pissed off his teachers. Plus on top of that, Shezo was also reading like he was an AP literature and just also felt like he didn't need to attend classes because for those reasons. Yeah, Shezo is smart. Not so much with his words though.
私、鬼じゃありません。
そうか。違うから傷ついたのか。それならばわかる。
You know, you could take that line out of context. I see. So you were offended because I mislabeled you. That is understandable. You could You could potentially take that out of context for various reasons. We did just meet an eggplant. I mean, I too would be angry if I were called something like an eggplant. Let alone be called a Pollock fish. We haven't met this one yet. You know, I wasn't paying attention to what Shezo was saying on the PN translation. But at least Shezo was being more specific in the Suzerain translation because it's kind of like a hint, nudge to a couple of characters that are in the roster. And of course, like actual real talk. Shit, I understand. Like, shit, I understand that Shezo would be. I understand Shezo's offense of like, how do you know that one? Because apparently, according to one of the, a drama track, apparently the Primtown students just say words without exactly knowing what they actually mean. So they don't really know the implications of what. They don't know why exactly it upsets him. They just know it just does, but not exactly why. And on top of that, in the PN translation, it sounds like Liddell was being. It sounded like Liddell was being. That sounded really backhanded. The way it was worded like that, especially without a voice to hear. Like this one, at least she actually sounds like she's. Liddell sounds like she's actually made an oopsie whoopsie. What do you think? And yeah, it's so weird seeing Shezo with very old Englishy vocab in the PN translation. It's so weird. What the heck? This is the dialogue that I grew up with for the past 20 plus years since I've been in the Puyo scene. What the fuck? I've been at this for over 20 years. I've been at the Puyo things for 20 years. Close thine eyes and press say. Oh shit, it's dark in here! I can't see shit! Wait, oops. wait, I could have put the reds up there. Oops. I'll just pop it like that. I am not creepy, nor am I a pervert! Mark my words, you imp! Onion. Or, another imp. Or, wait, is this an onion? You know, the way that the PN translation handled that line is like, it feels like Shaz this happened like more than twice though. It implies that Shazo's been running into them like a bunch of them lately, but when he only had an incident like this twice. And Onion Pixie is also like built off of Fever 1, so it's spelled P-I-X-Y, not P-I-X-I-E as it is in Puyotet. On top of that, Onion Pixie also does boing like he does in Fever 1. I have no idea what it is saying. Yeah, it feels like yeah, it looks like Shezo. Now that I'm looking at these lines, the Suizran translation makes it look like he's not paying attention specifically. He's just musing to himself. Oh! Personally, I don't see you as my opponent. But if you so wish, then let us Puyo battle! Oh, new mode! What is this one? Oh, Mega Puyo! Mega Puyo minus the without the fever. Without the fever rush. Right, no quick drop in this game. It never existed yet. Also, Onion Pixie's theme is kind of a banger. Hello? I like this. I kind of like, I kind of like this more than 20th theme. Now that I'm listening to it again. I believe it's called Onion Forest according to the OST. Don't quote me on that. Is there all clear in this one? Oh, never mind. And it's Relu! I would never have expected, and I would have never expected to run into you here, Relu. The same to you. Why couldn't it have been my darling Prince Satan? I see you still possess the same one-track mind as ever. And horn curvatures. A man like you could never even hold a candle to him. Love is blind, as they say. Oh well, as long as love is blind, as they say. Oh well, as long as you're doing your best. You're not one to talk. How much longer are you going to chase after all? It is very disturbing. I don't care if someone like you thinks I am weird. I'd honestly rather not have you try to relate to me. I just realized that the PN translation kind of has a bit of like ship fuel that was kind of inserted in there, but that wasn't part of the original script. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, yeah. The shipping goggles. Shipping goggles were definitely used in this in the PN translation. Also. Ayo? Shazo? Hello? And as always, the most embarrassing things come spewing forth from your mouth at full volume. Damn, that cuts hard. That cuts deeper than the PN translation. Holy shit! Oh, ooh. No, wait! Huh? No, wait! Her power! I meant that I desire her power! And the PN translation also cuts out Shazo's grief at how it keeps happening. Oh, speaking of things that keep happening, as a little side note, I do a little bit of roleplay off the camera, and sometimes and there's a bit, and in my recent roleplay pursuits. So my character, he's a catboy bard with a bit of a healing magic, a la water, to be exact. And he can do the song. He can do the water magic. He's also got a man. He's also dating someone. Yet for some reason, after participating in like a cooking class roleplay scene, for some reason my catboy cannot be trusted with knives. No, not because he goes crazy. Not because he's absolutely unhinged with a knife. No. He's just absolutely hopeless with them. Like the first time he tried to use a knife, he got his hand stuck in a roast chicken chicken. And the second time he tried to use a knife, he flung a stick of butter across the room. And surprisingly, the third time he went into a cooking class, there were no knife-based shenanigans. Instead, he got the oil splatter burn. Man, honestly, my character cannot catch a break in the kitchen.
青いわ。まあ退屈だから冬勝負してあげるわ。
How naive you are. Oh well. I am bored, so let us spar in a Puyo battle. Oh, new mode. Is it yep! Mission Puyo. First to 5? Wait, is it 4? Is it 4? Yeah, first to 4. Alright, what's the first mode? 5, okay. Also, hello, Fighting Queen Rulu, theme? Hello? Way more based than, Oh, 2 chain, got it. Boom! 1 and a 2. And that's game! Boom! Rulu, all this romance nonsense has made you weaker than you used to be. Frog! Frog moment! Oop. Hang on, that's the wrong script. Frog! Aw, what a cute little frog. Well, those you're not. Just when I was thinking that this place might be populated by not by imps. What a relief. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'd imagine that since PN translation didn't have any voice to hear off of, they don't really capture that same rhythm that's being conveyed. Also, folks, this is one of the few times he actually says the line on purpose. This is the one time Sheza says the line on purpose. Ain't that a twist, right? Also, frog noises. Close the eyes and then press say. Oh, fever time! Oh god, I forgot. I suck with Sheza's drop set! Wait a minute, hang on. I might be cooking. Hang on, I might be cooking here. Clean that up a bit. Oop. I'll take that. Yeah, let's go! Big J, let's go! I actually cooked with Shezo's drop set. I cooked! Yes, you're all mine now! Also, maybe at one point I should probably draw a picture of Shezo sleeping with like a pile of plushies. And I wish I had a hand cam, but I has a Shezo plushie on my head. I have a Shezo plushie. 2 Shezo plushies. Actually, I have 3 Shezo plushies. I have a Compile era Shezo plushie. I also have a Nessa Betty Shezo plushie, and I have the big Shezo plushie. I don't have a problem. Just a bit. Yeah, I noticed that Lemurs is definitely plays his dialogue a lot more casually in the Suzwan translation. Since I think it's supposed to like, since I think that since Lemurs is supposed to be like the laid back, like pretty laid back. I'm very. Who told you? Who told you my name? A very confusing gothic-looking little girl. that is a description, Shezo. Hell yeah, I guess. No soup for you. Moment. Here, don't they look delicious? Yeah, there are definitely some little details that the old translation just didn't capture. Shezo's picking up the weird vibes and thinks he's having the same problem. Yeah, okay, so there's a lot of there's a Puyo circle. One of my Puyo circles was like was like was having a bit of a moment with this specific line. It's like I think like the way that I see it is like imagine so you meet this guy. You're having a conversation with him, and you meet him 5 seconds ago, and he suddenly suddenly asks you out. Like that's the tone of the scene of this of the scene that's going on, and Lemus here is like trying to like diffuse the awkwardness. Like, whoa, hey, hold up, you're not my type. Hang on, please stop. Because later on, they do eventually meet again now and then, with mutual respect to each other. Especially after the cake moment. You know, maybe I should play some 20th on stream at some point. Then again, I haven't been doing it in just among my friends, just because they want to see because I just want to show them the whole shtick with Shezo. Close the eyes and then press A. Oh, we're back into the fever! Oh, Rising Comet time! Are! Shoo! Ooh! That could have ended me right there! Enemies! Is that an all clear? That might be an all clear. There we go! Sagita the boss! Oh, did I just kill him? Oh, no, wait. No, wait. It's not over yet. It's not over until it hits the timer. Because Lemus could just stall it out. Got him! Ayo? It's Sig. Hmm? I don't know. Like you can just hear Shezo just going like, wait, huh? Wait, hold up. What's going on? You can just hear Shezo's curiosity and just puzzlement at what he's looking at. He's like, huh? Just what are what are you? A Sig? I saw this in Nenny's stream, and when he's like, just it's like, who are you? A Sig? What? Just what are you? A Sig? the way Nenny did a really good job at adding some humor to adding humor to that bit. And what's that asking for your name?
学校に行ってるプリンス魔導学校
What are you? A school kid. Magic school.
お前が欲しい。
Folks, this is the man that dragged me by the shins into the Puyo rabbit hole.
もしかして変態
Oh, wow, it's a creeper.
違う。お前の力が欲しいのだ。
Shazzle, honey, please. You can't save yourself from that one. And then... A. Oh, fever again? Oops. I didn't mean to pop that, but that's fine. Can fix this. This is gonna suck! Might as well sacrifice this chain! Power chain it. There we go. Oop. Oop. Oh shit. This goes there and the Gato goes there, I guess. This is gonna suck! Oh shit.
こんなもんか
アレイヤードスペシャル。
And then, what's it gonna be this time? Oh! Well, time to rush them chains! Okay, I can still get out of this. No wait, no wait. Okay. Oh wait, can I get out of this? Can I get out of this? Ah!
こんなもんか。
Oh my god! Sig! Really? That's your logic, Sig? Hello?
アレイヤードスペシャル。
Oh, that's a bit of a mess. I'll just put that there. Wait, I have time to do that. Pop that, drop that, then put that there. Put the reds right there, and then more reds so like that. Could probably chain the greens into the green. Drop that. Oh shit, really? I think it just dig like that. No wait, that's not gonna work. That's gonna cut the blue right there. Oh, really? Wait a minute. I might have screwed the pooch right there.
こんなもんか。
アレイヤードスペシャル。
Probably put that there, and then pop that there. All clear! Okay, I can start setting up while he's chaining away. Okay. Oh shit! Uh-oh. Piss. Is it yellow? Well, left me, I guess.
こんなもんか。
アレイヤードスペシャル。
Oh wait, there's no restart. Ah!
こんなもんか。
The greed is real.
アレイヤードスペシャル。
Piss.
こんなもんか。
アレイヤードスペシャル。
Why is this happening? Are you kidding me?
こんなもんか。
Are you kidding me? No, no, what? No, I cannot accept that. No.
ほらっしゃ。闇の剣よ。スピンサイド。決まった。闇の剣切り裂け。切り裂け。アレイヤード。決まった。行くぜ。せいや。闇の剣。闇の剣切り裂け。切り裂け。切り裂け。サギターダマス。決まった。行くぜ。せいや。闇の剣。せいや。闇の剣。
You know these. Thinking about the chain scenes in this game are very weird. Yeah, who builds like that? Consciously. Oh wait, that yellow cuts it! It's... Oh, I power chained that one. Dude, this is gonna take a while. Oh, that's gonna cut. B. Okay, finally. Oh hey, it's Shezzo the Creeper!
今日こそお前の力をいただくぞ。
変わらないね。なんかほっとして力が抜けるな。
ダメだ。力の抜けたお前なんてミルク抜きカフェオーレだ。
Shezzo? Oh! Shezzo? My guy! Okay, this scene actually conveys Shezzo's, very weird, analogies and, similes. The Stu's One translation, handles it way better. Cause it's like, cause like he's making a comparison that doesn't make a goddamn sense. Oop, whoopsie. But that's we call that coffee. But he just prefers that he just insists on using that word. You keep using that word. Which, by the way, one of the Puyo Quest cafe pop-up cafes actually had cafe au lait as Shezzo's themed item. Cafe au lait, milkless cafe au lait, and even coffeeless cafe au lait. Yes, coffeeless cafe au lait. Oh yeah, the PN translation didn't even think about that. All nicknaming Carby. Nope. Alright, Arl! Showdown! A bomb?! No, this is gonna suck. We gotta break this chain down. This is gonna suck! They chain react! Ah! Unironically, Shadow does not know that. There we go. I got it off. Wait, that sounded wrong. Got him. You know, Shazo, that line, Shazo, I actually know a bunch of people that cannot get your name correct to save themselves. And Shazo wins the tournament he didn't know was happening. Okay, so this is a very interesting way of handling the wish, cause as previously noticed, pointed out in Amity's story, the wish medal is not that reliable. Shazo thinks about his power, but yeah, so that's his wish, yeah? And so the very specific for he doesn't get screwed over because he said it in a very specific way. Because in the voice dialogue he enunciates that word, the word creeper pervert. He clearly enunciates it, but if you just say it like just casually out, then you're just going around the loophole. Shazo made that loophole, and he must live with it. Yeah, and the PN translation tries to make him play it off as much calmer about it. When Shazo was just mortified that his wishes was just absolutely screwed over by being pedantic.
言葉や態度に気をつければ、きっといつかはみんなも言わなくなるわ。頑張りましょうね、シェゾさん。
At least Accord is understand sympathizes with his plight and just like I wish you the I'm rooting you for your progress.
そうだ。いつかきっと。
It took him like at least about 20 years for him to actually make some noticeable progress though. Slow progress, but it's progress. But we still love you for it. We still love you even with your vocabulary disasters. So maybe as I go through my throat's actually kind of feeling it, but yeah. Maybe every week I could do a couple stories at a time. Before to get through the entire thing for comparisons. Mission Puyo, Mega Puyo, and then we got Relu. But that'll be it for me. Thank you for watching. I am so excited to revisit the game that I'm so excited to go down memory lane of this game. This game was responsible for getting me into the rabbit hole. There's a lot of things I do want to talk about because but especially with the whole Shezo thing. There's a lot of Shezo lore that I want to Shezo things that my history with Shezo, a lot to explain here and there whenever they pop up. But that'll be. But I'll tell you more about it next stream. All right, sir. So if you like what you see, be sure to follow me on Twitter and Blue Sky to keep up with the next time I go live. Until then, I'll see you guys next time for more Puyos. 짠, 안녕냐?